The dark and stormy night. Oh shit. And a raid right away. I think everything's working. Been playing this a little bit off stream. Actually quite a bit. But we haven't done any adventuring. We haven't left this area or the forest. It's been building and collecting core wood basically. Trying to finish up the tower. But it's really hard because I gotta go really slow. I'm like building scaffolding everywhere basically, so I don't fall. I've fallen like 3 times and survived with like 3 health or like 5 health. Nearly crap my pants. But we're working on it. It's getting closer. The other side's a little bit more done, but it's still pretty rough. But I'm figuring out the shape of it. Kind of what I've having trouble with for the longest time. I couldn't really go on 2 trees, so it's like really hard to support anything in between. We've just been doing this and getting our bow skill pretty high. Like 50 now. We're getting tougher. I need to force their spawns better. I want to get them trapped in that spawn point. I want them to spawn in here so then they can't run away. Yeah, I figured I'd log in, stream a couple hours, show you guys work on the tower. Let's run our ads too, so we can get some new people in here. Gotta watch pre-rolls. I actually watched a streamer earlier try and raid somebody. He instantly got ads, and he's like, "Nope." So I think if we do structured ads, it's a little bit better. Maybe there's, I don't know, I've heard there's ways to do no ads too. Yeah, it's getting there. So what I'm mainly having trouble with is making it wide enough to cover up all the branches of the trees, so the branches don't poke through the walls. Oh god. Other side's a little bit more done though. Yeah, we haven't done any progression. We haven't left here unless to go to the trader forest area to get wood. So this right side's a little bit more done. There's like a kind of a roof up there over the shoulder, basically. We'll build it over here too, but we want to finish this one over here first and figure it out, and then basically just replicate it on the other side once we have like a plan for it, you know. Yeah, something like that. Quite got it all figured out yet. Like I said, it's been really hard to build because you gotta be careful not to fall. But I like the big, long, tall windows up top. I want to put some more like big windows in here. And like I said, it's hard building down in this area here, in the middle, because there's very little support. You got support on the trees. That's it. And then I put a piece of iron all the way across the top. So I could run another piece of iron across the middle, but iron's like super expensive, and it's like, I don't know, like a half a dozen or a dozen. But yeah, basically I'm gonna put these big boxes on each side to cover up all the trees, and turn them in like windows, and eventually put copper grates in there. Or maybe the hardwood. Yeah, I've just been like killing these guys. Got my skills up. Goes to 56. Got you. Block. I haven't blocked anything. I've just been using the bow to shoot everything with it. Ear and necks. I'll shoot like 10 necks in a row. Run down this beach and there'll just be a bunch of necks and just blast them all. Yeah, we're starting to get that roof over the side of it. Take the little dragon down, that little roof peak, kind of like the flat ones. But yeah, somehow bring this back in. I have to build out more supports here to meet it in the middle. Maybe leave that middle area open. Put a big bonfire in there, like on the top. Like tons of scaffolding up in there. It's like all this core wood. Like big core wood grid. I need to get some more iron at some point. See how far we can push the core beams though. I think we can go pretty far. Yeah, we haven't done much more with this. Still pretty empty for now. But we'll get the ether refiner, the smelter, the black metal refiner, the spinning wheel, the magic table, the forge, the black forge, the crafting station. We'll have all that here. Got the forge down here for right now, but probably take out this wood floor. And maybe make it a staircase up to the portals on the other end or something. Figure it out. After the tower. We're gonna work on the tower first. We got a portal up there too, so. Taking that up there. And always make sure you got more than 100 health. And then if you fall, just make sure you don't bounce. Don't hit something and then hit something again. Because you can survive any fall if you take a... This is just crazy. This is all going to get rebuilt, but... Just structural support so I can move around up here and like... I kind of want to pull all this out in the middle, or as much as I can. This is how it's all... And then this is the... core of it right here is this iron beams that give blue support here. That's connected over to these trees. You also have blue support somewhere in there, right there. So I could do a bunch of these iron beams across, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, it's like a dozen. Really strong though. And that holds up this whole roof area here. And then this whole thing hangs off of this iron basically. Until it starts getting supported by the tree down. But yeah, that leaves the middle down here starts getting really weak. Gets far away from this iron. And the trees don't come in far enough for it to give it like great support. In the middle here it's like orange and yellow, green. Then you go out here, it starts getting red. Yeah, I want to do these nice big windows all the way around. I don't want to make this middle one longer, but hard time figuring out how to support it. Last thing I've been working on is this over here. I'm trying to figure out this shoulder. I think I want that or the little roof. I kind of like maybe like them flat like that instead. I think I almost have to do more of the ones with the roof just to test it out. I build so much and then tear so much apart, like constantly like trying out different stuff. Figure out what looks best. I never built anything quite like this before. Yeah, I'm gonna have this come down far out. Gotta be back here on this pole. Lots of this. Building stuff, tearing it apart. That's how I end up with all this craziness, is because it's a constant iteration. And design structure and aesthetic on the fly. Don't I need? This one here for? Yeah, like all this stuff in here has to get cleaned up. But see, when it hits the tree there, it's blue, which is really nice. You can build all sorts of support off of it. Down right there is really strong. We need some more of these coming out, coming down. It has to be. Oh, that is the right one. That's just the ceiling there. Get an overhang a little bit. Maybe we do. That support has to stay there. Cover it up. I'm gonna bring it out to here so we can get rid of all these trees. Basically, what this is all about. We're just trying to cover up these damn trees. Oh, what's up, Rogue? Hope you're doing well. Stopped to hang for a bit. Welcome in, my friend. We're just chilling out. We're just gonna do a couple of hours stream before we go to bed. I just wanted to crank on the old machine and hell yeah, bro. Welcome in. We're just playing, yeah, just building some shit here in Valheim. Trying to get this massive tower finished up. It's getting kind of crazy though. Yeah, it's just a basic crafting survival game. But I really enjoy the building because it's like it's really simple, but it's granular. Like it's like not as granular as like Minecraft where you got individual boxes. But there's tons of build pieces to choose from. And it's not like free build. You can't just build whatever you want. You got to kind of engineer it a little bit, so it doesn't just like fall apart. Like these are different colors because they have different strengths. Basically, the blue ones are the strongest. Red is like almost ready to break. So you gotta have like good supports and stuff and good anchors. This is totally egregious though. It's totally unnecessary to build something like this. This is just for fun. But the basic progression, I'm doing a hardcore run, so if I die, I lose this inventory, and I lose all these skills. I get to keep my spawn point, but all my weapons and gear get deleted. Other players able to raid your base if you're on a PvP server. There are some PvP servers, but most people play PvE, cooperative, or solo. So in this mode, you get PvE raids from the next boss monsters. So you get there's like tiers of monsters. Like right now we're in the meadows. This is like the beginner biome, and then there's like another tier 2 is the forest, and then you have like stronger monsters. Then tier 3, 4, 5, and each biome will raid you. So we've killed the first 2 bosses, so now we get raided by the third biome. So we get zombie warriors and shit, and that's what all these walls are about, is to defend us. PvP hardcore. I kind of want to build it. I have a server. I kind of want to throw it up and like get some of you PvP nerds in here and brutalize you. But yeah, there's like a couple mods basically for it. You got to run so people don't cheat. So the big problem is, yeah, you can cheat super easy. Right, like anytime I can pull up console and start typing in dev commands, and then bring it into somebody else's game, you know. It's really sandboxy like that. It's like a sandbox game or whatever. I mostly just play it to chill out and build stuff and explore. Yeah, this thing's crazy here. Here, I'll show you my normal one. Yeah, it's total sandbox game. I love it, dude. It's like and it's super small too. It's like 1 gigabyte. So it's super fast to download. You can run it on like any system. There's some different characters. So that's the one we're playing now. That one's a little bit ahead of the other guy. But he's pretty close to tier, this guy. He's like a tier up, basically. And this is like my mega in-game guy. He's got all the badass shit. And that's another tier below that one. Here's like a special set for movement speed. The cloak lets him have slow fall. Another middle guy. That's like an early character. And so I basically just play different. I do different playthroughs, right? So here's a cheater world where I test stuff out. There's a building world. I did like a huge wizard tower. Here's my original seed from the launch of the game 3 years ago. Barbarian, yeah, dude. So this is like this is my first base I ever made. And then, well, not the first, it's like the third base, but it's the same seed. Like each time you play a different game, you get a new seed that's all random. And this is like the one I started on. I built this thing here over when I found it, it was just a little village. It was these little buildings right here. Then I added on these and like put chickens in them and stuff, and built this big like castle kind of keep looking thing over here. This has got like all of the stuff in the game, basically. Yeah, nighttime these charred warriors, he's probably gonna kick my ass. Shit. I don't have any arrows. Yeah, this character's not so hot right now. Yeah, I could kick my ass. I don't know. Let's see. I can block him. Yeah, I can block him. So at nighttime, bad guys spawn depending on how far your game has progressed. And since this game's like fully progressed, shit, I've killed all the bosses. I get these like badass fucking enemies now. I got tamed animals too. Let's see if the wolves will help me fight them. Got a bunch of wolves and like bison things. Probably more of these things are gonna be spawning too. I got siege weapons like ballistas and trebuchets. Kind of a pain in the butt. Single player, you get pause button too, which is really nice. This is like a casual game. It's like, yeah, mostly just exploration and building stuff. And the combat's pretty good, but it's nothing like Legacy. Yeah, so this seed, this world here is like a softcore one. I can die as many times as I want. I won't lose any of my stuff. But, well, I will lose some experience points. My skills will go down. Here's a wolf. He's my pet. I tamed him up in the mountains, and then I got him a companion. They had a bunch of wolf pups. And now they run all over the place here, and they just like spawn every time I feed them. Yeah, every time there's like an update for the game, I come back to this seed and then update it. Add all the new stuff. But the map's huge, so like this is where we're at here, right? Looking at the house. That's like the first continent or whatever. It's massive. Yeah, yeah, first seed like of the release or whatever. I come back and retrofit on it. That tower's got all of the trophies in it. All the different monsters. Need some arrows. Yeah, so this is like the second tier here, and then the mountain is like the fourth tier. It's like 6 different biomes. Big creatures are my pets too. I tamed these. Brought them over here on a boat. They just destroy everything. Get saddles for them and ride them. I don't have anything to feed them though, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a great game if you just want to chill out and like. The combat's pretty good. It's like Dark Souls light kind of. Dude, they're so cool. They can break anything down though, so it's really hard to contain them. I tried digging a big pit over here to like contain them, but it didn't work. Gotta make it better, I think. But I used to try to keep them in here. Something's attacking my base, and I got like a board that lets me know. So yeah, you can do PvP, and then like, I mean, in a PvP server, you're not going to build anything like this, obviously, right? You're going to build like fortified compounds. Yeah, there's some stuff. There isn't much. Most people who do it, who play Valheim for content that I've seen, is speedrunners. They have like speedrunning competitions with like a point system. I have seen some PvP servers, but mostly people play it just to chill. Because like I said, the combat's okay, but it's not really what's good about the game. I wouldn't say. Legacy's, I think, good because of the combat. This game's good because of the building and the exploration, and like the combat's like good enough or whatever. These all go to different areas that I've mapped out. On my Modder 2, Modder 3, those are mountain portals. Ashlands, Ashlands is the most furthest progressed. How many player models? I like how player models feel big in Legacy compared to other games. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's that it's that third person perspective, man. Like that zoomed in over the shoulder. You know, and you can like turn and like look at the camera. Yeah, no, I think Legacy does a lot of things right, man. I really wish it'd freaking blow up and other people would figure it out, but oh, and then I stupidly built on the side of this mountain up here instead of down by the water. So then every time I go get metal, I can't bring metal through the portal. So I gotta carry it all the way from the boat up to here. So I made a road. Made a big ass road up the side of this, the dumbest thing I've ever done. But I was stubborn, I was like, nope, not starting over. Yeah, it was like a little village. Oh, what the fuck is that? God dang, oh, it's a Fenris. Werewolf. He's left over from a raid. Surprised to see him out here. Yeah, we built this little road so we could bring metal from the boat all the way here. I should have just built the main base down on the water, but hope it does good things in May. Yeah, May will be a really telling point, I think. I think if May goes well, you know, we're probably in for another couple seasons. If it doesn't, I don't know. I'm afraid that they'll pull the plug, but you never know how much capital they got to keep it going, you know? Hopefully it's enough. This little house here, this is original. I didn't build this. This is just like a little abandoned one. I think I put those chests in there though. Yeah, I pull a cart all the way up to the house full of metal. This road. You have a ton of stuff on the server. I've started over many times. But I keep coming back to this one. Like I got dozens of other games I've played through. But then what I usually do is take that character and then bring him back into this one and dump all the stuff off. But yeah, I like the idea of like keep continuously adding on to this one too. There's something kind of cool about that, I think. There's some parts of the world that are like kind of broken now. Got a bunch of wolves down here. This is my first little harbor. This is one of my first big builds. I thought it was really good. But it's pretty small now compared to the other stuff that I do. Lighting the fires, Gondor. Yeah, this game is badass, dude. Oh, where's the big boat at? This isn't even the big boat. This is like the medium boat now. I remember this took me so long. Try and build this down here so you could like get out here. Look at all that iron I used. Holy crap. Oh my god. That's so much iron. And it goes like straight down here. It doesn't make any sense. Wow. Wow, kid. All that iron. Definitely do it different today. Yeah, I do different seeds, like different playthroughs with my buddies. I got one going with my buddies right now. My other friend who's hosting the seed, he does most of the building on that one though. And I kind of just show up to like help with bosses and stuff. Oh, let's go look at the armory, like the inside of the house. Like the mead hall. Screenshot right there. We turn off the UI. That's not even the coolest thing. The coolest thing I think is the armory. I do kind of like how this... So right now I'm integrating all these new pieces right here, these kind of smoother pieces into the building. I don't know if I really like this. This might be a little much, but... And the performance is not doing well though. Stuttery. Kitchen. Kitchen's kind of a mess here. Haven't really upgraded. Started to add some more stuff here. This is the trophy tower, it's all the trophies. Down here's all of the weapons and armor. Got these like little display walls I built. Old. Need to buy some more of these little circulates to light up the... Just some of them look dark, and then some of them have this like nice lighting on them. Like a little headband up there. You gotta buy it and then put it on a stand. And that's all the armor. Wizard. These. Yeah, it's fun just to look at this stuff. Years of collecting. Got the tower. Like tier 1. Boars, the deer. Skeletons. That's the boss trophy right there. That's the boss trophy for second one. Third one. The bone mass trophy. Tier 3. Tier 4 up there. Dragon Head. That's tier 4 of the mountains. Fenris and wolves. Plains. Giant berserker. Healing shaman. Limes. Yoggoth skull, that's the boss. Box trophy there. You got some Mistland stuff there, you got some hare feet. The Yoggoth. More Mistland stuff. Your wings. Galls. All the Ashland stuff is in the meat hall still. And I need another Queen trophy. You gotta get 5 Seeker Soldier trophies, and I just haven't grinded them out yet. Yeah, this game's great, man. This is kind of how the tower's gonna end up looking on the other one. Once we get these other build pieces, we can work them in there. Vary it up a little bit. Trebuchet. Yeah, it's crazy how big it is for how small of a install it is. Games like 100. Games 1. You get away with it because the textures are super low resolution textures. Like, look at that, you can see the pixels. But when it's moving, you don't really notice it, right? Like, it's just, there's like a motion blur. Your eye can't really track that high resolution. Doesn't really matter. Matters is the volumetric lighting and fog and shadows. Dangerous to log out here. Yeah, so this is gonna be massive. Look at this thing. It's gonna be way bigger than the other one. This is a hardcore seed, so every time I die, I lose all my shit. So building this kind of stuff is not really a good idea, but that makes it extra exciting to build. Yeah, see how plain this one is in comparison. Fish pond. Collecting fish. Need to deepen it though and widen it so they got a little bit more room. There's so many projects, like I want to do this and like kind of rebuild this. This is kind of the most glaring thing I think that needs to be worked on though, is get this thing figured out. How much of it we gotta cover to get rid of the trees basically. Yeah, we're gonna fill all this in. Try to do some big windows, kind of like those. Figure out a way to attach this. I don't know. Try to slope it back like this, maybe. Maybe leave it open. And then do this same thing on this other side over here. Gotta go get our rested buff though. Yeah, and I want to make this little river and then fill this out and make a big fish pond. Collect all the fish. Finally get a fishing hat. And beat the game. We're gonna beat all the bosses hardcore. Only gotten 2 down so far. And I want to do that by the end of the year, so. I'll finish the main kind of house here and then back in progression. But I want to have a really nice house. I'm gonna die a lot. I want to respawn in a really baller bedroom. I think it's gonna happen a lot. I don't want to be respawning in a crawl space. Go. Stuff. This I think is gonna change. I'm not sure yet. I got another bridge up here too. I like that one better, but yeah, I got tons of vertical space. Revive? I think that's the one you're playing, isn't it? Back from lurking. Take a quick shower, nice. Showers are good. Top down battle royale. I have not played it. I've heard you talk about it though. Is it a League killer? League of Legends made battle royale. Okay. Yeah, because League is more like MOBA, right? Where you got like the lanes. You got to push lanes until you get to the base or whatever. And this one's got a enclosing circle. 5v5 team fight. Oh, and this is like a last man standing. Circle closing. My rock, he's huge. A pet rock. Yeah, and so this is the only armor we got on this server. Don't get much yet. Every time we die, we lose it. Sucks. Oh, then we got this here too. The otter. Yeah, most people who do hardcore in this game just speed run it. They don't fuck around with this building and like, you know. They just like basically run naked and just practice no-hit runs. They don't try and play it like actually long, and they skip bosses and like, you know, they're like full exploit kind of min-maxers. I'm just trying to build like kind of play normal, but I also like trying to like extend it out for some content too, right? Like what I'm hearing is they don't want to die. Yeah, and they make sure they don't die, right? I've died like 10 times already though. Uh-oh, troll raid. I've been trying to get them to spawn in this thing here, but here they come. I got us fortified up though, so I don't think they can get to me. These guys are scary AF. When you're just starting out. I mean, they'll still one-shot me. But I got my wall here, they can't. They're getting crapped on. These things are huge. Yeah, once you get like walls and stuff like this built, like the only real scary thing is like when you push into new tiers, like into new biomes. That's kind of the only real dangerous thing. Pretty easy. Probably having more actual fun playing the game rather than speedrunning. Yeah, I don't really have much fun speedrunning stuff or like getting too sweaty, you know. I kind of just like I said, like exploring and like building cool looking stuff or whatever. That's kind of more my style of game, but people have different fun different ways, you know. Some people have fun like being really competitive. I have fun more being like, imaginative and creative. Combat's fun though. I do enjoy it, but it's like third checkbox basically for most games. But then I end up playing different games for like different reasons, you know. Like when I want to get sweaty and like do some PvP, I'll play some Legacy or Thieves or something like that. Fighting. There's the huge base. Yeah, these walls are like pretty hacky too. Nothing can destroy them. Really cheap to make. There's the huge base. Huge. Sea of Thieves is great. Sea of Thieves is like it's like an extraction game in a sandbox world. So there's no timers for extracting. But like you gotta sell all your treasure before you leave the game. Or else you don't get credit for it. And there's no power progression, so it's all skill-based combat. But the cosmetics are like really make you look really different. So like you can tell. It's one of my favorite games, man. I got like 4,000 hours into it. Because the naval combat's pretty good. I mean, it's so buggy. The game's so buggy and like wonky though. I don't know. It's hard to even recommend it at this point. I still play it quite a bit though. But yeah, it's like an open world, full loot, PvE extraction game. Basically, you go on a voyage, right? You go on a quest in your boat to go get loot. Got the yeah, dude. Yeah, definitely. You should check it out. Yeah, basically, you go on quest, get loot. You got to put it on your boat and try to get it back to town to sell it before another pirate robs you. Or you can like alliance with people too. There's like alliance systems, so then you can like share the loot. Or you can fight them and sink them and steal all their stuff. But there's no power progression, so it doesn't really matter, you know. It's not like that. It's not like Legacy where like you actually lose power progression, die. And everybody has access to the same weapons too. You can only carry 2 weapons at a time. Dude, it gets spicy, man. Because there's like events that pop up, and then everybody goes to the event to like try to do it, or they try to do it before the other guy gets there, or a lot of people tuck, they hide. They like hide in a fort and just wait for somebody else to do it, and then jump them, blow them up, kill them, steal all their shit. This thing's taking so long, so much work. Starting to be able to see it though, kinda. Let's fill in those panels. I want to see if we can't hide those trees. Leaves. Yeah. I love Sea of Thieves though, that's a great game. Pretty cheap too. It's like it's been by Rare. You know, like Donkey Kong Country, GoldenEye. They got a lot of bangers. Yeah, and there's all sorts of PvE content, like story mode stuff. But they also have like a PvP on demand feature called Hourglass. And that has like a MMR kind of like matchmake rank system. You can do like 1v1s or like 2v2s up to 4v4. But the craziest thing about that game is that open world is open like Legacy, in that like you can run into anybody with any gear. But I guess in Sea of Thieves it's not gear, it's boat size. You have a galleon, 4 people can be on your boat. So if you run into a little boat with only 1 player, you are 4v1ing. It's just like full-on bully PvP. So if you play solo like I do, you get crapped on sometimes, like hard. There's nothing you can do. And there's no like solo servers, like it's all mixed. But you can do the Hourglass to get PvP on demand, and that'll match you up on an open server where there's like these mixed crews. It'll match you against another player who also queued up for a 1v1. But other people can still join in, so it gets chaotic. I mean, imagine DayZ with ships and no power progression, basically. Open mic. Okay, we're gonna try to put in panels over here. All these trees are such a pain to work around. I hate building these towers. I swear it's like the last one I'm gonna do. They just get right in your camera and you just can't see shit, and then you fall. As long as we keep over 100 health, we can't die. 1 fall. Like the minimum. Or the maximum damage you can take. But yeah, I can't see shit. Freeze. Staircase that. Down a couple floors. Oh, this is so sketchy. Here we go. Fill all this in. These, I think we're gonna put windows. Like double tall though, yeah, like up here. Up. Goes. Left all my wood up top, I think. Oh no! Oh. I'm scared because I got less than 100 health. If I fall again, and it's like really far, I'll die. Pretty careful. Died in a while now. Yeah, but Sea of Thieves generates the most salt, dude. It's crazy. Because it's not really like a extraction game. Like I guess there's no timers or anything, right? But like the most effective way to play it is to steal other people's stuff. Like that's like the fastest way to get stuff, you know. People kind of like role play in it, right? They kind of like think they're like this badass pirate legend. That's what they call it when they get max levels, pirate legend. So you'll find people like rolling around doing like voyages or whatever. And if you attack them, they get like this, get really upset, right? Because you're fighting. And how dare they attack a pirate legend or whatever, like. And then they lose everything, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I didn't care. I was gonna log off anyways. You just get all sorts of crazy salt. Pretty good content. Or sometimes, yeah, you meet really cool people and can alliance up and party together. Rob someone together. Teaming is encouraged. And Sea of Thieves. There are systems to facilitate it. All alliances. Yeah, teaming and like bully PvP. Like mandatory. And to sink a ship, you have to spawn camp it. You gotta just like camp on their boat because it's their spawn point. And you gotta kill them repeatedly. Stop them from repairing the boat. Yeah, it's a wild game. Not making me want to play it. I need to do the battle pass. I haven't done it yet. Weeks left, I think. We'll play it soon here. I haven't really been playing anything. A little bit of Valheim. Boys the other day, that was fun. Did a little Mistlands. Hard to get these things to snap. Little snap points you gotta line up. Finicky sometimes. Yeah, hardcore in this game would be wild if you like built stuff like this and then like had raids on each other. It would actually be pretty fun. I think the only way it would work, you'd have to have like time, like you only play at certain times, and then you can only play if like everybody can show up. Then nobody gets like offlined. Come back and their base is just gone. Everything's just gone. Somebody doesn't stay up all night, just like... That would be awful, right? That's what happens in like Rust and stuff like that. So I think you need like rule subsets or whatever to... Everybody can only play when... Never played a game. Getting offline is a thing. Yeah, I haven't either, really. But I think that would be one of the major problems with Valheim. You'd have to only play when the servers are hosted. Getting off and still getting fucked. Yeah. Yeah, I guess V Rising was like that. So you'd have to have like certain... You have to build certain defenses or something to work against it or something. Well, the R shift out suck. Yeah, right. You come home and everything's just fucking destroyed. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you'd have to have like some sort of house rule, or just like only put the server up when everyone's ready to go. Cause yeah, that's just. I mean, only the super hardcore can really play that, you know. Like ultra dedicated, no life. Gotta be a no lifer. Majority of the players, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got like 5 or 6 workstations we're gonna put in here and fill all that up. Yeah, let's see how those windows look from down here. This is one of the hardest parts about building without cheats and stuff, is you gotta like try things out and then check it out, and then... Whereas if you cheat, you just fly around and you can look at stuff. Otherwise, you don't know if it looks good or not. They're up close like that, you know? But I think it'll hide the tree. That's kind of the goal, is like to bump out this area enough that it'll hide all those branches and stuff. I kind of like those windows. I think we'll do them all the way around. They kind of match that up there. Big treehouse. What's up, goofball? Welcome in. Yeah, we've been working on it offline. I figured I'd load it up and show you guys. One of the things I've been working on. It's a mess, but I'm figuring it out, kind of iterating as I go. Building a little bit and then running over here, checking it out. Shooting some pigs. Haven't done any like progression. I've just like kind of hung out in this area and blasted stuff and built on this thing. I like to do more stone too, but I need more iron. Yeah, it's getting huge though. Put a doorway here, I think. We're gonna copy. Basically, we're gonna figure out what we're doing on this side and finish that, and then copy that and redo it on this side. We just built those. We're just kind of trying those out. I think we got to figure out a rooftop for that though. How are we gonna terminate that? It needs to go all the way up to that roof, I think. Another set of windows right here. Go on the right. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's coming together, I think. And then it looks a little different from the front, too. The little house is kind of mostly done. But, yeah, there's not much detail in it yet. It still feels pretty blank to me. Like, we were just looking at, like, my other one, like my old one, like my first one. That one's so detailed compared to... But I've also been building on it for, like, 3 years. No hardcore, so I don't constantly have to reset. Try to get to the front here so we can look at it. We'll go up to the raft. Eventually we're going to build a huge ship, and the huge ship will barely fit inside. Too huge. You can't see it all. Back up a little bit more. Yeah, see, we got kind of like a framework up there. We just gotta like cover it up. Yeah, it's kind of a weird mixture of like low resolution, low polygon, but like really nice lighting. Like if you zoom in on like the textures are just trash, right? You can like see the pixels or whatever. But then when you're like moving around like this, like it doesn't matter because it's all in shadow anyways. Like, yeah, it's crazy. I love it. Water's pretty good. It's not as good as Sea of Thieves, but Sea of Thieves kind of ruined boats and water for me. I think there's been a game that's done it better. Yeah, you see how the trees move? They'll poke out of the sides. I'm trying to figure out how far I have to build out to cover them, basically. Might need more iron too, I'm not sure yet. Smooth. Yeah, the frame rate's not bad. I'll tell you what though, once you get into playing on hosted servers, you do start to see some bugs and some weird desync and kind of all the typical multiplayer shit. But playing locally on your own PC, I hardly ever see bugs or glitches or anything. It's pretty much perfect. But you do start seeing some flaws or in the like the coding or whatever, like rubber banding and stuff. You'll see once in a while, but all in all, it's pretty good. And yeah, I think we'll just copy this side over on the other side. I mean, there is no copy paste button, but once I kind of figure out what I'm doing, I can just replicate it easily. In the middle, I don't know yet what we're gonna do. Can't just be flat, I don't think. I think it's gotta have like big long windows or something. We got a bonfire on top of it. Let's check the render distance. Maybe we should get the big boat for that. The Raft's kind of cool. Let's take the raft. Hopefully, sea serpent doesn't eat us. I think that little bonfire on the top will render first. Be a good map marker because we don't have a map in this version that we're playing here. We have to use this tree and then the sun and the moon. Between those two, you can kind of figure out where you're at most of the time. Probably not a good idea to take this raft out this far. That's gonna be an awesome. Oh, there goes also the building popped out. Now it's just the two trees that are left. It's too bad. I was hoping that the bonfire would outlast the render distance. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's just trees. Watch it pop in. That's one thing I'd like too, is like a further render distance. So then when you play on, map mode, you use land markers. That's pretty close to be able to see that, you know what I mean? Like if you're exploring, you gotta get pretty close to that before you can see it. If you're just sailing by, you're not going to see it at all, probably. Oh, shit. The wizard magic just happened there. Yeah, I wish that was like twice as far. We got a couple things turned off. Depth of field, motion blur, bloom. Bloom's okay, but it can kind of get kind of wild. Blows everything out even more. Oh, watch. See how you can like see the mast like really easily. When you turn bloom on, it just blows everything out. Which is, more cinematic, but makes it a little bit harder to play. Like caught in a blizzard or something, and bloom just blinds you. Like that with the motion blur and then the camera shake is just like devastating. And then depth of field, so then you only have this little narrow field of focus. It looks pretty cool, like it's pretty cinematic, but as far as like gameplay wise goes, it's pretty bad. Some ads, chat. Any new Valheimers are coming in, they're going to be getting hit with the rerolls. Some ads over sailing around. Yeah, you got to get too close, I think, to another bloom. Yeah, look at that. Getting hard to see it. Now look at that, totally different looking. This is more cinematic, but makes it harder to do gameplay. Yeah, you see how the middle of the screen is clear, and then the edges out here when I'm looking over there are blurry now. Like, look at the top half of the screen up here. How clear these trees are. Now look how blurry they are. The depth of field effect. Yeah, which again, it's kind of cinematic, but it's gameplay a little harder. That looks way better the other way, huh? At least bloom, I think, right? Yield too. And we're not really supposed to be building this big either. Building on these trees is kind of wonky. If we just keep building on this right side, try to raise it up. That roof line up there, wall. So we don't gotta go through those trees again. We could chop those branches off. Those. Bring that up to line. That. There you go. So this is gonna have to do this. Lined up. Okay. Okay. Right. Come on here. Not even sitting on there. Go. Yeah, see, that makes it as hard to build. I'm saying, like, the gameplay. See what the hell I'm doing. Still tough. Sun right there. Dude. Turn the. I hate to turn too much off, like sun shafts. And Yeah, you almost want to turn that stuff off and then just flip it back on for a screenshot. Didn't line up, did it? Maybe we don't align all this stuff yet with the trim. If we get the fancier wood, we can do it. Like nice carved wood pieces later. But you know what though? Once we do get that wood, just come back here with the tar and then the wood will already be here. You can just take it out and turn it into the fancy wood and then immediately replace it. That's what we do. Let's see what that looks like. Didn't need the top done though, did I? Just added the bottom. You can see the tree through it a little bit, but I think that's as good as I'm gonna do. Right there I see a little bit of branch, and then when the storm blows, it'll probably come right through, but as long as we can get like one good screenshot. Two big windows on this side. Yeah, we gotta connect those somehow. Got some diagonal pieces there. Could do something kind of like this here. But this is circular, so that's gonna be tough. Figure out some sort of angle there to connect them. I think I just want to keep running this wall all the way up here to this roof line. Connect that. I don't know. Play around with a couple different options there. Yeah, it's like too huge. I can't get it all into a screenshot from right here. Too huge. And then this side. Gotta try to finish up line and can't really envision. I'm having trouble like envisioning these angles. But what I do is I just gotta build it and then check it out. Stand back, look at it, see if I like it or not. Go back in, change a few things. And then go back and forth like that. There somehow. Scary. I gotta make sure to keep my health over 100. If I fall, die. Really don't want to die now. Finally got some skills built up. Ain't nothing. Trees drive me crazy. Now the rain's gonna ruin all the wood too that's not covered. That's another thing too. That's why another reason you got to build rooftops is to any wood that's not diagonal, take weather damage down like half. Storms and stuff like that. Unless they're covered. So, gotta connect these up to that roof somehow. Crap. Can't see nothing. Idea if that connected up there. I think the corner is back. Tree. Possible. Corner of that rooftop at, so I'm trying to find her. Here. It's out there. What the heck? Oh, it's because we got this weird angle on this one, that's why. I'll connect that down. That one up. Mess. It's a mess. Gotta put a diagonal one in here. You can see Thor flying around. Storms. Riding lightning bolts. Up on the rooftop. See if we can't see him. Can't even get up there anymore. Yeah. Got a raid too. Way up here. They attacked the boat? I can see him down by the boat. Under the lightning. Not really worried about the raid. I like a duck. Beak, bill, eyeballs. Party hat. As long as they're not smashing that boat. Gotta go check on them. It's shallow enough that we could save the nails, but the nails will sink and then they're too low water, you can't get them back. They attacking. Should despawn. Enemies? What enemies? Alright, what were we doing? We're doing something. Groggers. Groggers raiding the base. Getting kind of late. I just wanted to do a little stream, say hi. Let you guys know I'm alive. Be back in tomorrow. Do another little stream. Not sure what we're doing with for tomorrow. We still got the big one to finish up. Just about done with that one. And then you got a new one. A deck. But I don't know, that one's got a really tight time frame. They're gonna put on the market. like next week. If I don't get my materials tomorrow, then we're not gonna be able to make it. So, yeah, check an email here before I go to bed. Make sure not missing anything. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.